The market will fly when this happens. What's up, guys? What's up, crypto crew? Before we get started, let's cue my guy Indigo Saint. Let's get it. Boom. Let's get it. Indigo Saint in the building. Black View Investing. Let's go.
Who's this producer?
Best believe I was black or invested. With your money, you ain't gotta be guessing. Profits is what we manifested. So we binge on a black or invested. Best believe I was black or invested. That course in this race, we ain't resting. We got stocks, we got crypto with a blessing. So thank God for that black or invested.
What is going on, crypto warriors? What is up, Black Roo crew? Hey, joining you guys late on a Saturday night. My guy Underdog Research Channel was going live, so I was checking that out. I know he's finishing up his live now, so if you haven't checked out Underdog Research Channel's channel, please go over there and check out his live. He's talking about a particular coin. I'm not going to spoil it. Go on over to the live and check that out. And yeah, what's up, guys? Let's talk about some crypto here. Let me go ahead and share my stream or my screen here. Woo. Okay. So yeah, so normally we wouldn't try to hit you guys this late on a Saturday, but it is what it is. So let's continue on here. Two American cryptos that are ready to blow, right? Ready to go. But yes, let's get straight into it. The market will fly when this happens. What's up, River? What is up, E? This is from Brad Gerlinghouse. Let's get it pulled up here. Okay, the guys at Good Morning Crypto posted this. They do some good work. Other than the Gentleman of Crypto, shout out to King. The Good Morning Crypto Show is one of my favorite morning crypto shows. I think they come on a little bit before King or a little bit after. I'm not sure. Here lately, I haven't been able to watch both shows because of things that I'm doing in the morning. But definitely check out Good Morning Crypto and definitely check out King here at Gentleman of Crypto, of course. Brad Gerlinghouse had this post. This is from 12/2/24. After Gensler, all boats rise. Okay. And I firmly believe that we actually had a show with Gensler announcing his resignation. That's a pretty good show. Definitely go check that out. But I do believe after Gensler resigns, all boats will rise. So Gensler is giving his resignation, I believe, on the 20th, the same day that Donald Trump is sworn in. So again, guys, we have some great catalysts coming up that time. Also, I think Trump is doing something on the 19th as well. So, the 19th and the 20th, and then the 21st, all of those are going to be very important dates for the cryptocurrency market. Okay. Now, to kind of just segue us into these two American cryptos, maybe we have kind of the first tipping point of the American cryptos pumping up right now, right? A crypto that we will go over today called Sui. It's reaching its all-time high right now, as you can see here from the chart below. This is its all-time high, over $5.21. It was up to like 5.30 something for a second there. An all-time high, despite having a token unlock here in January. Okay. So Sui Network to unlock 3 million of Sui on January 1st, 2025. So that date's already passed. So it's very interesting that they're still going, even despite a token unlock. Okay. Something to note about Sui is that Sui was part of former Facebook Diem's programming, okay, or Facebook Libra, if you will. Uh, it was both Sui and Aptos, which we're going to talk about today. So let's go here. Katie Hahn, we're also going to get into her. Pause. We're going to get into talking about her here. $200 million. She was a part of a $200 million investment in Aptos way back here in February 2022. February 24th. Is that okay? Yeah, February 24th, 2022. And yeah, she was also part of investing in Sui. So let's look at Sui here. We're going to see some of the usual cast of characters, right? And I probably need to do another Draper video to just link all these cast of characters that we normally see with Draper, right? So Andreessen Horowitz, shout out to Maximus Crypto. I love it when he does the Andreessen Horowitz, like the foreign guy voice. So we got Andreessen Horowitz, Coinbase Ventures, which we know Draper owns Coinbase. So that would be him there. Binance Labs, Circle, right? And then we have Jump Crypto and some others, right? And FTX, which completely forgot about FTX, right? But we have also here Franklin Templeton. So maybe this is why, we're getting all of this, right? And the Facebook Libra connections too from this crypto, they probably already had this stuff in place from the whole Facebook Libra thing that they were doing, right? Then we have Aptos, which is sitting here as a bargain right now. The same investors, again, because they were both Facebook Libra projects, right? Andreessen Horowitz, Coinbase Ventures, Binance Labs, Dragonfly Capital, where we heard of them from before. Underdog Research Channel has told us Dragonfly Capital, initial investors in Metapath, and Metapath relating to Swift. But here we have Circle, Franklin Templeton, and Jump Crypto, Tiger Global Management, all of these people, all of these investors that we've seen linked to Draper things in the past. Okay, so Aptos has yet to run, as you can see here, went to $15, back down to $8, chilling here at 10. And with its supply, the total supply being a little under 1.1 billion supply, right? Or a little over, I should say, 1.1. Chances are this could honestly very much fly, and we could see this in the hundreds of dollars, right? So Aptos might be one to look at if you kind of missed Sui. But shout out to the Patreon. We definitely had Sui on the Patreon under $1. So if you were on the Patreon, you were definitely now enjoying a 5x. Congratulations, you guys. But you can see Sui's max supply is 10 billion, right? So Aptos, we would think, has a potential to go into the hundreds and maybe go where Sui has not, probably won't go, at least immediately, because of the supply, right? So let's kind of dig into Sui and Aptos from when they first came out, right? And we're going to see here Sui Network, a new blockchain from X's TextNet. And this is kind of a continuation of what we were talking about a little bit yesterday or last time I was on, in that we pulled up a document from the World Bank in which they said Libra, this was like from like 2021. They were like Facebook Libra kind of could disrupt banking. And I believe that's the reason why they got rid of Facebook Libra, because it was quite like, with Facebook being something that's available to a third of the world's population. If they put a cryptocurrency on there, it could disrupt the world's banking, right? It could very much disrupt the world's banking, because then a third of the planet could use Facebook as a messaging system, as a remittance payment system. It would completely, it would have completely put like banking on its side, right? So that's why they couldn't allow they could not allow Libra or Diem to exist, at least on Facebook directly, immediately, because it would have upended banking as we know it, right? So instead, they kind of burst off into two separate companies, Sui and Aptos. Now, very interesting, right? So here are some of the people that invested here, which we just saw, right? It says 300 million in funding led by defunct FTX Ventures, and that just shows you how much FTX was just in stuff, right? Like, and this happened to Sui. Like, in fact, they've gone on to, as you see, go to $5 a coin. Like, they just it's like, okay, we're connected to FTX, and they just keep going, right? So now, and you can see here a pretty interesting picture that CoinDesk chose, an arc, if you will. There's a whole bunch of occult things to an arc, the picture of an arc, right? You got McDonald's with their golden arches, and the arch is an arc. And you got the other arc, like Arc Invest, right? Kind of maybe a double meaning there with arcs and arcs, ARK and ARC. But I digress. Let's keep going here. Aptos, right? Again, both of these two American cryptos, former Facebook cryptos here, or what would have been Facebook Liam or Libra. Scroll down here. I'm going to see here. We have their investors, Tiger Global again, Katie Hahn, which we're going to look at, and I think we're going to get some really valuable information at looking at Katie Hahn. Multicoin Capital, FTX Ventures, Coin Ventures, which I don't think I saw in what we were looking at over here. So very interesting, because PayPal does has the whole PayPal USD, right? So PayPal Ventures, that's very interesting. I want to see here, is it listed on this list here? See a PayPal Ventures, but that's interesting, very interesting. Maybe we should not sleep on PayPal and PayPal stock, right? So, but let's continue here. Okay, just say what it was written in, and I have another follow-up article. Right, where is it? Here. It's trying to load. But very interesting, these two, right? And also two American cryptos. Like Sui was actually kind of the first American crypto to kind of pop off before Trump said what he said about giving a discount or a tax-free status to American cryptos. Now, once he signs in, that's going to be another reason for the market to take off. Maybe it happens sometime in the first week of his presidency, but going to be another reason to look at this week. You can see here at creating a crypto payments network met with a capital, and we know Silvergate Capital went down. There's like a whole bunch of reasons for that. They can say that, you know, it was connected to FTX. There's some people that connected it to some other stuff, which I'm not going to talk about on here, but crazy. Silvergate Capital went down, but apparently they acquired the right Diem, because again, the banking cartel, if you will, were not going to let Facebook upend banking. It was just not going to happen. So then these companies split off from Diem to make Aptos and Sui. But you can see here again, they reference Andreessen Horowitz. Okay, here we are. So they say in this one, Tiger Global, Katie Hahn, Three Arrows Capital, Multicoin Capital, FTX Ventures, Coinbase Ventures, among others. So they don't reference PayPal. But I think that PayPal entry is a very interesting one. Aptos team said a number of companies, including Anchorage, Binance, Coinbase, LivePeer, Moonclave, Paxos, PayMagic, Rarible, and Streaming Fast are already engaging with the startup, providing feedback and contributing code on DevNet. Interesting. Very interesting. All of these companies, including Paxos and Binance, Rarible as well. Again, Aptos may be a sleeping giant in the kind of tune of a Solana in where the token price could go. Could it go as high as Solana? It's like $200. I don't know, but it seems like, you know, definitely a little sleeping giant out here. So before we get into Katie Hahn, let me see who we got here in the chat. What is Sun is Hot Raw? What's up, Ty Madden? What is up, Top Net Workers Group? What is up, Carol B989? And what is up, Shiny Goo? What is up, 64 EGC? All right, let's continue going here. Okay, let's continue going. So Katie Hahn, it was very interesting looking this woman, this lady, this woman. I'm trying not to be what's respectful. It was really interesting looking her up, and her Hahn Ventures, right? We're going to get into some history a little bit into this because I think it's very important to put this and mention this. And I think we'll delve into it a little bit more later. But I think it's really important to what we're talking about here. So Hahn Ventures. Let's see here. We want to go to Katie stuff though. So Hahn Ventures is the firm that she owns, right? Let me see. I'm sure she follows her own firm. There she is. So very interesting here that she says, now note this, March 22, 2022, okay? Introducing Hahn Ventures, a firm built for the next generation of internet. We've raised over 1.5 billion. There's the 15, there's the 6, 1 plus 5 is 6, across 2 funds to invest in Web3. An exciting first step, but the real work begins now. I want to point out this date. She could have done this on any date, or they could have done this on any date, but it's 322. Okay. Now, those who know what 322 is, and I have to bring it up, right? The skull and bones. And I'm not bringing this up on just like a conspiracy tip. You have to understand how, because I know the first people, like when you hear that word, conspiracy theory or anything like that, the first thing is to ignore it, but don't do that. That's don't do that. Okay. Now, this is a very, very serious group, a very, very seriously powerful people, right? Of course, it's a fraternity. So you're like, okay, well, she's a woman, but she didn't choose that date by mistake, right? So if you look at this group and some of the members of this group, so first of all, the thing that you need to understand is they're actually an actual group. It's an actual fraternity. So it's not theory. It's not a conspiracy theory. It's fact. It's absolute fact. They even have a trust that's the actual business name of them, right? So the Russell Trust Association is the business name of Skull and Bone Society, incorporated in 1856 by William Huntington Russell. If you know the Russell name, the Russell family is one of the most powerful families in America. But and trust me, this is all going to come around if you just give me a second here, guys. So this is a fraternity of Yale University, right? If you want to look at some of the most prominent members, they say here, former presidents William Howard Taft, George H.W. Bush, and George Bush. So senior and junior here. And here you can see here, during the 2004 presidential election, both Democrat and Republican nominees were members of Skull and Bones. That would be George H. Bush and Mr. John Forbes Carey. Yeah, he's a Forbes. People don't know. You know the magazine, right? Yeah, this guy's a Forbes. So, yeah, so both presidents were our bonesmen, and they're even quoted to saying, "Okay, I'm not going to tell you much about Skull and Bones because it's a secret, but it's like an open secret." Members have their own code name and stuff like that. But just to kind of wrap it around to the women, right? So these are former members here, and they're going to mention their code names. Avril Harriman, his name was Thor. Henry Luce, his was Baal, which there's a whole bunch of occult things to the name, to the god Baal. George Bundy, all these very, very prominent names in American history and American families. His was Odin, and George H.W. Bush was Magog, which you can find that in the Bible, as you can see there. But Mr. Avril Harriman, he was married to a Pamela Harriman, which George Bush, or not George Bush, but Bill Clinton made her United States ambassador to France, and Clinton also credits her to being like instrumental to him being elected. So I just wanted to bring that around so you understand that even though Skull and Bones is a fraternity, that does not mean that the women connected to Skull and Bones, which she may be, this is speculation because of the date, right, that she founded her firm. The women that are connected to Skull and Bones, they're no slouches. They're no slouches at all. And if you look at Mrs. Pamela Harriman, she was not only a descendant of British royals, right? Which you can see here, descendant of Earls of Leicester, Leicester, and the Dukes of Atholl. I'm butchering this badly, but you can see here, she's British royalty, but she was married to Mr. Harriman here until he died. But she was also married to a Churchill, which, yes, Winston Churchill, that goes all the way back to World War II. But again, why do we mention Skull and Bones? Because Mr. Draper's father, Tim Draper's father, was also a member. And we've already told you and showed you how close he is with George Bush. Go check out my Draper and the Rothschilds episodes. We've chronicled how close Tim Draper's father was with George Bush. You can see here one of his posts where he was chairman and president of Export-Import Bank, was under President Ronald Reagan, which George Bush was a vice president to. So you can see here that George Bush and Bill Draper were close buddies, including being both members of the Skull and Bones Society. So the reason to just understand that is that when we're talking about Tim Draper and we're talking about guys like this, we're talking about some of the most powerful families in the world connected to the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers, people who already control money as far as the central banks. So when you find something connected to this, well, it's connected to the old school money. So it makes sense that it's going to be connected to the new school money, right? So very interesting. So let's look at Miss Hahn's page here, Katie Hahn. Where are we? Okay. Here. So if we go down here, we already know that she was an investor both with Aptos and Sui, right? What we're going to find is some already connections, which are going to even more connect her to these people that we're talking about, right? So here she says, she reposted this. Today, I am thrilled to announce we are leading a Series B for Bunk. I guess you could say this is Bunk. The V can replace a U sometimes, which we need to have a show talking about letters. It's interesting when you look at different letters and different languages like Latin. You can discover a lot about a lot of stuff. But just understand that V's can replace U's sometimes in words. Okay. So Bunk joining us in this round are Coinbase, again, Draper, Tiger Global, again, same guys, right? And the reason why that's important is to whole follow the money thing, right? If you see Coinbase and Tiger Global connected to something, you know Tim Draper is probably in it somehow, right? And could Catherine Hahn be kind of a cutout or another a representative of Draper, so you don't know that he's in something, right? Because it's going through Hahn Ventures instead of anything that he's connected to. He may be the funding and the backing for it, but since she's the face, you don't realize immediately that she's connected. And going up again, if we read her her own given header, a synopsis of herself, founder and CEO of Hahn Ventures, alum of Coinbase board. So again, she would have possibly been around him because he owns Coinbase, but also she's related to Andreessen Horowitz too here. She puts Justice Department, she puts Stanford, and she puts at Supreme Court updates. Where have we seen Stanford? And she says teach from time to time at Stanford Graduate School. Let's bring this up here. Why don't we? Image of PayPal mafia people, right? But notice is Ed Ho here, Stanford guy. Chris Larson, who donated to the Democratic Party. Draper, he donated to Democratic Party and the Republican Party. But again, these people work cross-party, so that's not really important. And I would encourage people to let go of the party thing just a little bit, because the rich kind of go between parties, just like Trump was once a Democrat, now he's a Republican. But I digress. Again, um, we all felt like Trump would be great for the crypto market if he was elected, and so he's elected. But back to the whole Stanford thing. Chris Larson, Stanford. Ed Ho, Stanford. Mike Kennedy, Stanford. Reid Hoffman, Stanford. David Maziris, I think is how you would say that, Stanford. Peter Thiel, Stanford. Okay. And you know, Thiel and Musk started PayPal together. And you can see all these guys are PayPal adjacent themselves. But you can see here again in the whole connecting money thing, PayPal was also, according to one of those articles, an investor in Aptos. So all of this stuff interconnects, guys. And I know like a lot of people be like, okay, yeah, they're all in on it. But yeah, it's all kind of connected. It really is. I hate to say it, but it is, bro. Like, here are the receipts. So thanks to Mr. XX underscore 1133 underscore 1221 underscore 11 for this mind map here. And if you guys want to do extra research, I'm sure some people are already aware that Peter Thiel and Elon Musk did start PayPal, but they also have connections to OpenAI. Peter Thiel has connections to Palantir. You name it, right? We already know that Tim Draper has connections with Musk, with SpaceX and Tesla, but also with Twitter. So when Elon Musk bought Twitter, he he bought out Tim Draper. Kind of weird, but yeah, I guess he bought out Draper. So that's some stuff going on there. But here we are now. So you can almost throw Katie Hahn into this group of people, right? So interesting connection there. Let's go back. So they just did, so Hahn and Coinbase and Tiger Global just did an investment with Bunk here. Now, interesting here. This is very, very interesting as well. Katie Hahn gives some congrats to Congressman Hill. Where have we seen Congressman Hill at before? Remember that thing that we like to reference about Hedera? This was on Congressman Hill's page, right? And again, note coming up that we have the most crypto-friendly Senate, House, presidency, and Trump has been electing all pro-crypto SEC chair, pro-crypto treasury leader. It's really, really looking good for crypto, especially in these up and coming 2 months. It's looking amazing for crypto. But here we go from French Hill's, like, I guess you'd say this is his like informational website. And this was back in March 25th, 2021. Hedera working on a digital dollar with the central bank, right? So this guy has been tapped in as far as it goes with CBDCs, as far as it goes with Hedera, as far as it goes to cryptocurrency. And we have Katie Hahn thanking this guy right here on her Twitter publicly. Okay, so congrats to my friend Congressman Hill, exceptional leader with a demonstrated willingness to work across the aisle to get things done on issues like financial innovation. On a personal note, he also went above and beyond in helping U.S. citizen Tigran Gambaryan get released from Nigeria, flying over to Africa to investigate the situation itself. Many of us work closely with Tigran and the government. And the government won't forget that. Okay. So I'm humbled that my colleagues have placed their trust in me to lead the financial committee as their next chairman. It was a privilege to join my exceptional colleagues, Andy Barr, Rep. Hizenga, and Rep. Frank Lucas. Okay. So, financial services GOP. Okay, interesting. So, French Hill is leading that. We already know he's pro crypto. So, again, just more stuff. And the chairman is Patrick McHenry, which she references Patrick McHenry a couple times here too, I believe. So all of this is looking very, very good for cryptocurrency, guys. Like, you should be very, very enthused to be a crypto investor in this time right now. Okay. It looks like the way is being paved for all of these laws to give us crypto clarity. And then I think a lot more companies with big bags, like the gaming, the gaming industry, and others are going to step into cryptocurrency once this is resolved, right? And it seems like it's going to be resolved very soon with this administration. Okay, so let's continue going here. And who do we see? Dragonfly Capital again, right? Raising something with this group called Commonwear. So clearly, Katie Hahn is a player we need to add in when we're looking at things. And you can see Katie Hahn here with Mike Novogratz, Ray Dalio, ex-Bridgewater guy, and the leader of, I think it's Helium Mobile. Somebody says it in the comments. CEO of Helium. So yeah, so we're gonna start watching Katie Hahn here, because she's apparently linking some people up that we might not necessarily think are crypto adjacent. And it says Ray Dalio now knows what Solana is. And again, Ray Dalio is one of those guys that people say, oh, well, he's not crypto adjacent. He doesn't like crypto, but you can see him hugging up with these guys. So yeah, we might want to keep an eye on Katie Hahn from now on to see what connections we can make here. She's thanking David Sachs. Remember, David Sachs is now going to be the crypto AI and the crypto and AI czar. Trump elected this guy to do that. Brand new role. It's just looking really, really, really great, guys. Really great. She's reposting Brian Armstrong here, Coinbase CEO, of course. And here she gets to talking about Libra, which we were talking about. You know, she said she was a board member of Libra at the time. So they're saying and stating how Libra was killed. Again, my speculation to you guys was that they would upend the banking system. That's my speculation, but this is from them here. This is kind of long and drawn out, but apparently it seems like Mark Andreessen of Andreessen Horowitz went on Joe Rogan's podcast, which I'll need to check out because I didn't know that I don't really listen to Joe Rogan like that, but I'll have to check that out. I never shared this publicly before, but since Mark Andreessen opened up the floodgates on Joe Rogan's pod, I feel it appropriate to shed light on this. As a reminder, Libra, then Diem, was advanced high-performance payment-centric blockchain paired with a stable coin that we built with my team at Meta. So again, could possibly upend banking as we know it. It would have solved the global payments at scale. Prior to announcing the project, we spent months briefing key regulators in DC and abroad. We then announced, and again, guys, this all relates back to Sui and Aptos because they were the programmers of Libra. We then announced the project in June 2029, or sorry, June 2019, alongside 28 companies. 2 weeks later, I was called to testify in front of both Senate Banking Committee and the House Financial Services Committee, which was the starting point of 2 years of nonstop work and changes to appease lawmakers and regulators. Okay. We won't read this entire thing. Definitely go over to their Katie Hahn's post if you want to read it. We're going to skip down here to where he says, one essential point worth making here: there was no legal or regulatory angle left for the government or regulators to kill the project. It was 100% a political kill, one that was executed through the intimidation of captive banking institutions. Okay, that is the hardest part of this story for me personally. Not that we had failed, but America, this country I immigrated to and became a proud citizen of because of its rule of law and value system. Sorry about that. Behaved in such a way for political reasons. It was a very tough pill to swallow. So, this is what he's saying. If I'm looking at it objectively, I really have to question what he's saying because, again, we've connected the Drapers to the Rothschilds, and we connected the Drapers to the Rockefellers, and we know those are kind of the controllers of money. So I really question on whether the controllers of money would have wanted a system, again, that could have upended banking as we know it. So was it truly a political kill or a kill from the people that control the current system by saying, nah, we don't want that much power in one place. We don't want that much power upending our current system. Regardless of whoever was politically whatever at the time, we don't want you up in there in a banking system. It's just, no, we're not going to let that happen. But y'all can split into two pieces and, we can have that power distributed, but we're not going to have it all in one place for Facebook to take over banking. No. That would be the way that I would think about it. But if they want to go ahead and say it was a political thing, I mean, these were the guys that were there, and take that with a grain of salt. This is from these guys. I had my own speculation about it based off of what we went over and who we connected the Drapers to. Again, what I'm saying is only speculation. You be your own judge on that. But this is what David Marcus is saying here. So all of that to kind of come around to, it seems like Facebook, or it seems like Sui and Aptos might be too, how much can they be sleepers? But in the grand scheme of things, ignoring the XRPs and the Hederas of the world, how many people can claim that they have, other than XRP, Hedera, XLM, how many people can say that both Franklin Templeton, Circle, Andreessen Horowitz, Coinbase Ventures, all of these different people, are investors in them, right? To the tune of hundreds of millions of dollars, right? So it seems to me like these American cryptos, this Aptos and Sui, you would probably want some of that in your portfolio. Not financial advice, but just what I'm thinking with my portfolio. When I see something that both Circle, Coinbase Ventures, Andreessen Horowitz, and Franklin Templeton are related to, that really perks my ears up. Okay. I would love to know what you guys think about that. In the comments, and we're going to read some comments here. But I would love to know what you guys think about Sui. What do you think about Aptos? What do you think about Gary Gensler once he resigns, being the catalyst or the tender that makes this market go boom? Apparently, Brad Garinghouse thinks that's what's going to make the market go right. According to Good Morning America or Good Morning Crypto here, right? Let me know what you guys think about that. We're going to dig into the comments here and see what the guys think here. What's up, River? What's up, E? Hey, Rue. Here for it. Appreciate you, Carol. Appreciate you. Top Networkers Group. What's up, gents? Sun is hot, raw. Finally caught it live. What's up, Ruel in the chat? Love that name, bro. I love that name. Time Adden, hey, I know you're a Swift man. I hold 2 million Swift. Is that enough for a bull run in your expert opinion? I'm gonna give you my thoughts here, Sun is hot, raw. I'm thinking that Swift can go to at least 33 cents. That's my price target. Okay, 33 cents. Could Swift go to higher, right? Could it go to $1? I think that's quite possible. I've shown you guys in other shows where cryptos have gone from sub penny to $1. Like Seek, right? There are cryptos that have done that. But if you're talking about my personal price target, which is 33 cents, what would be the amount of crypto you would need to make that reach a million? Well, let's break out a little Excel sheet. Let's see. Can we break out an Excel sheet right quick? Google Docs. Okay, let me come back to my face here for a second because I don't know what doc that's gonna pull up. So let's just come back here for just a second here. All right, yeah, let's open a brand new document here because I don't know what this is. And I don't want to pull up anything that's too personal. Thank you guys for joining me on such a late night. So great. This is fantastic numbers for such a great night, or for such a late night, excuse me. Let me go back here. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Entire screen, audio, and boom. Okay, so again, if you guys don't like math, I don't know what to tell you. I think it's just kind of good to go over this a little bit. But if we do A1 plus, or I'm sorry, A2 plus B2, this will give us a calculator we can use, right? So let's say if Swift was 33 cents, that's the 33. How much money? Actually, we didn't want plus, we want times. Okay, so let's say, so how much is that? 3 million, maybe? That's 300,000. That's 3 million. Why is our calculator not working? Okay, because we're on the wrong lines. Okay, that's actually 3 and 3. There we go. Okay, so that's 990 something. We have to get some more here. So 3.3 million Swift. Okay, so that's well over a million USD, and let's just do this so we know total. And this is how I personally play with my portfolio. Coin price total tokens. So this is just me. If I had 3,300, if I had 3,000 or three, I'm sorry, 300. If I had 3,300,000 tokens and Swift coin price was 33 cents, this would be my total in USD. Well over a million. So take from that what you guys will, right? Let's freaking go. What's up, Shiny Goo? What's up, peeps? What's up, Marie Villas? Appreciate you coming through. What's up, Shit Focus Digital? What's up, Phantom Beats? Got the whole crew in here tonight, y'all. Phantom Beat made it. Prospector, what's up? Flame info. Joey, what's going on? Ruel, it's the Black Prince of Crypto. I wear the crown humbly. The man of the hour, too sweet. Too sweet to be sour. Much love and respect. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. Love you, bro. What's up, Courtney Johnson? Another lady of crypto here. Courtney and Marie over here, the two ladies of crypto. Aptos CEO resigned recently. Ooh, interesting. Keeping up on 100 viewers. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget, you can catch the show on X. Thank you, Ship Focus Digital. Appreciate that, brother. Sui left that corporation. Sui run by a brother. Really? I didn't realize that. Gray go come missing. Wait. Oh no. You can't be involved in crypto and not do math. I can't afford that at all. I know because somebody had told me, because last show we went into how much LCX you need to be a millionaire, right? Definitely go check out that show. We did some math there, and the purpose of me doing that math is that I wanted you guys to have the tools to go out and do this with your own portfolio, right? That's the whole purpose of doing that. So like, if I wanted to game the system, I was like, okay, like, all right, I want to be out before everybody else. Then what happens if Swift is at 25 cents or something like that? Okay, how much Swift would I need then? Well, then I would need 4 million. Like, so this is just if you want to kind of game the system to figure out what is your price point. How many tokens do you need for your price point? But one of the things that people kind of let me know that I neglected was the current price of Swift. Like, how much would it take you to buy this much Swift now? So I guess we can do that as well. So with the current price of Swift, how much would that take you? So we can do that on the side here. So current price. So the current price of Swift is like something like 0074, right? Something like that. So for 4 million tokens, that would cost you almost 30K. Okay, so that's the current at the current price of Swift. Let's actually go look and be like very accurate, or as accurate as we can be, right? Okay. Oh, it's like 69. So let's just say 70, right? Let's just say 70. So if you wanted that, you would need 28K. All right. So then If I go back down, if I go back over to the price estimate of, because again, right, the higher up you go is the higher up you have to wait for a certain price point if you want that, right? And in this, we're using the price point of $1 million USD, right? So in this price, at this price point of 33 cents, you're down to like something like needing, like at the very least 33, like 3,300,000 coins for over $1 million, right? And this is what you can do to kind of play with price. At the current price of SWIFT, you would need a total of this many tokens. So let me make it match up again. Sorry. What did I just do? Okay, there we go. Back. Sorry. So if you wanted to purchase 4 million tokens right now, and it went to a price of 33 cents, you would have over 1.3 mil. Okay. But that's going to cost you 28K right now. And this is just us hypothetically playing with numbers, right? You can do this and figure out what's best for you. So to your knowledge, let me hold 100 XRP and I'll give it back to, so you're not, you're so knowledgeable. Let me hold 100 XRP and give it back to you. Courtney, I don't know if I can do that. Fast Willie Jackson, what's up, bro? What's up? Another project you might want to keep your eye on is Root Network. Okay, I've heard about Root Network, but let's look at it right quick. As far as like what I love about CryptoRank.com is a lot of times they'll show you sometimes who is connected to a certain project. The Root Network. As far as funds and backers go. Okay, Root Network. Okay, it doesn't tell us right now who's connected to this, but they do give you the website, which you can go look on yourself, right? Which we're doing. And they say partnerships in the corner. Oh, wow. As far as partners go, that's quite a list down there that they have, right? But you'll notice sometimes they do this on CryptoRank.io. Sometimes they will not list the partners of a particular project. Like if we go to Swift, right? They don't say anything about Draper Dragons. They don't say anything about Node Capital. They say nothing. And you know, that it's their prerogative to keep, you know, secret like that, right? And of course, when we go to Node Capital, they don't say anything about Swift. When we go to Draper Dragons, they say nothing about Swift. You actually have to know on Swift's website, and you have to look for it, that they're Draper Dragon and Node Capital connected. If you go to those particular sites by themselves, you see nothing about Swift. So it seems to me that they're purposely trying to keep Swift under wraps, right? That's just my take on it. But you can see here. Thanks for sharing that. By the way, I love it. I love our community because we share with one another, and that's great, man. That's great. Of course, like the best way that you guys can repay that for me at least is to share the channel, super chat from now every now and again, but definitely share the channel. We're trying to grow the channel. We had over like 200 something subscribers in the last month. Over 78% of you guys are viewing the videos and not subscribing to the channel. I think we give enough information that we do not hide like some channels do, and of course it's their prerogative. I understand, because it's really it's time consuming to produce all this information, right? But all we ask is share the channel, and if you gain something from the video, like and subscribe, guys. Yeah, so Engine here, Alibaba Cloud, Warner Brothers, Unity. I can't see that one quite yet. Warner Brothers Music Group, Tencent, some of the biggest gaming and media people here. Reebok, Ripple. This is amazing, bro. This is amazing. Yeah, I might. Let's see where we can buy Root at. That's pretty cool. I think gaming, once these crypto regulations are in order, is going to skyrocket, right? And we heard it. We heard it from Andrew Saunders of Scale. He told us himself, right? He speculated, and again, he's like head of marketing for Scale. So when I'm saying he speculated, we know he's on the inside. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to go to. So once these regulations hit, we might get a whole bunch of inflowing of these gaming companies like an Activision, like a EA Sports. We can get a lot of that. And of course, we already know, going back to root here, we know Warner Brothers Music Group, they have a plot of land in Sandbox. Okay. They already have like a concert hall in Sandbox for what do you call that? E-land or virtual land. So they already have virtual land in Sandbox where they could possibly do virtual concerts once that time is coming, right? Because they want people to be God, I can't remember the term now, but people to kind of work remotely and do things in the metaverse. That's it, metaverse. So they've already got the kind of metaverse stuff built out. I can't remember if Warner Brothers has anything over there, but I know Warner Music Group does. So, and I think Sandbox is built on Unreal Engine or Unity, one of the two of them. Those are the biggest names in kind of digital graphics, Unreal Engine and Unity, right? I think Unreal Engine is connected to Epic Games, and Epic Games is connected to Disney, amongst others. So like all of this touches on all the list of players we've been talking about, right? So let's pull up Root Network and where we can possibly buy it, right? Market cap of 51 million. So definitely room to grow there. Definitely room to grow. And see, when you compile different things like this too, if they're a lagger in the market, this might be a good place to move money if something hasn't moved yet, right? This might be a good place to put some of your earnings into things that may be lagging behind the rest of the market. So when it is their time, then you're getting more of your money out of your money than just having it in a stable coin. This is not financial advice. This is just what I'm thinking with my own portfolio. Take that for what you will. This could go to zero or whatever. But let's look about where we can buy it. I keep I keep speeding past it there. Okay, so you can get it on Uniswap. For those who can still access KuCoin and MEXC, you can get it there. Huobi, Gate.io, Bitmart, for those who can still access that. CoinDX, which Draper owns that. So the best American option, even though it's probably not the cheapest, would be Uniswap. That might be the best American option for folks. But let's see. Yeah, it only has an Ethereum contract, so it doesn't have anything like a base option. But yeah, the best look for people might be Uniswap. And this is just going off the partners. This is just following the money. We didn't even look into ecosystem or anything like that. This is just following the money of the partners, right? Let's see here. It's definitely worth doing a deeper dive and looking into the system and what they're doing as far as gaming goes, what they plan to bring to stuff. They say here, Futureverse is a core developer of Root Network. It's a revolutionary AI and metaverse technologies available, open, scalable, and interoperability apps, games, and experience. So like certain networks like this, again, like I think gaming is probably not going to pop off until some big industry decides, or some big one like Activision or EA Sports or Epic Games or something like that. Well, we already know Epic Games is kind of tied into scale, right? Shout out to Andrew Saunders for letting us giving us the lowdown on that, right? I think once the legal stuff is settled, we get things like this popping off. So, these might be sleepers as far as the gaming industry goes to invest in, right? I can give you 100 XC. Sean, Shawnee Sean 06, 1,000 million tokens is $7,000. Yep, that makes sense. That makes sense, and it's good you say that too, because and you can tell that because it's under a penny. Because if it was at a penny, right, it's just under a penny. If it was at a penny, 1 million tokens would be 10K. But since it's under a penny, it's like 1 million tokens is 7K. Like you guys know the math, like moving the zeros and all of that. But that's good to know. And let's just put it down here and put it in the calculator so you guys know. Like some marks that like we can all kind of, and this is SWFT, by the way. The token we're talking about here is SWFT. I didn't put that anywhere, but let me just put it like above here. It's a little impromptu, but so this is at the current price. If you got 1 million, that would be that. Of course, with the math, if you're getting 100,000, then that would be $700. But we'll put it here. So let's put both of those there. And this is just, again, playing with the math. Okay, so then with that math, right, if it's 33 cents a coin, 1 million would give you 330K. for a $7,000 investment. Sounds pretty good to me, right? For a $700 investment, this would be 33K. Not financial advice. Not saying it's hitting this number. We're just playing with it, saying that it actually hit 33 cents. Okay. And I've showed you guys references of different things like Harmony One, Seek, different cryptos that have done it, gone from sub penny to 33 cents. So we've shown you references of coins that have done it. Okay. So is this a possibility? Yes. Who but if, like, again, not financial advice. We're not saying it's going to hit this, go to zero, whatever, right? But this is us playing with numbers. Okay. So just so everyone's clear, this is the current price of SWIFT, and this is how much you would have to pay if you wanted these amounts of tokens. So if you wanted 4 million, that would be 28K. If you wanted 1 million, that would be $7,000. If you wanted 100,000, that would be $700 at the current prices. This is, there might be some type of fee if you're using something like Coinbase or whatever. We're just saying this would be the total cost minus fees. And if it got to 33 cents a coin, this would be the total amount in USD. 1.32 million. If you have 4 million, 1 million, that would be 330K. 100,000 would be 33K. Right? And we've shown you the people who are connected to SWIFT. If you want to do the research, the channel has tons and tons and tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of SWIFT videos. You can definitely go check out my guy, Shook Focus Digital. He has SWIFT videos. He has SWIFT videos that are more bite-sized. So, definitely you might want to start there first and then come over here, or whichever you want, right? We should support our brothers around here. Definitely go check out Underdog Research Channel. Him, I, and Shook Focus Digital did research together on this project. So both of those guys, you would not be going wrong. But here I just want to show you, we have SWIFT is taking off, sub penny to $1. We have that video, and we have a lot of videos detailing Tim Draper, a person I chose to focus on this project because of his connections to all these big families and his connections to almost everything in crypto, right? So check out the video, Tim Draper, Crypto's Quiet King. That should be in the link in the description, and all the various videos I did on the Draper family and how they're connected to the Rothschilds, to the Rockefellers, and others, right? So just looking at this one, the Drapers and the Rockefellers, Death of the Petrodollar Part 3. One of the things you will find is the Draper family was instrumental in creating the money system as we know it today in America, which all kind of came out of World War II, in which the dollar is highly tied to oil. And if you know about oil, the biggest family in the oil is the Rockefeller family, right? When we think about Rockefeller, we think about Jay-Z, but it's the reason why he used that name, right? Because the Rockefeller family is one of America's richest families. That oil money, bro. Okay. So the Draper family and the Rockefellers set up this whole oil or petrodollar, commonly referred to our American dollar, since it's highly tied to oil. They call it like the petrodollar. And what you'll find if you listen to these videos, feel free to listen to them at 1.5 times speed, is that the Rockefeller and Draper family are connected to the JP Morgan family and the JP Morgan Chase Bank. That's why you see the Chase Bank symbol here. and JP Morgan, which I didn't go into this, probably have to have another episode for that. The JP Morgan family is actually connected to the Rothschild family. Again, and you can see that the Drapers are connected through the Rothschild family through Node Capital, which is another investor in Swift. So when we're talking about the Swift coin, that's what makes me so bananas about Swift, is because it's connecting the Drapers, and the Drapers, have the huge connection to the Rockefellers, and through Node Capital, connecting the Rothschilds, which we know the Rothschilds are highly connected to the central banking system. Okay. So that's what makes me so bananas about Swift, so bananas about XRP, so bananas about XLM, so bananas about HBAR, right? Because all of these families are connected to it, right? Crypto is not a replacement, as in like trying to overthrow the existing system. It's a replacement by the people who own the existing system. It's an upgrade. Let me upgrade you, right? Shout out to Beyonce, right? It's an upgrade of the existing system, not a warring thing against the existing system. It's an upgrade to the existing system. Once you understand that, like, you just got to be all smiles, bro. You got to be all smiles when you understand that cryptocurrency is just the upgrade to the existing system. Man. Whew, just got to love it, bro. Just got to love it. Sorry about the tangent, but very worthwhile tangent there. AI agent on the Casper network. Casper lost me after that whole split that they did. But who knows? Maybe the split was purposeful to get us out of Casper. Who knows? I really don't know. But currently I'm not in any Casper, but I could completely see maybe the Casper network goes on to do well, right? Who knows? But I don't know. I'm not. I don't know if I will get back into Casper. I might, but who from here, I'm not sure. But they've done stuff like this before, like how they did with Solana and got everybody out of Solana, right? And pumped it right back up. So yeah. Do what $100 give you? Okay, what does $100 give you with Swift? Let's do that. Okay, can I reverse do that? Because our formula right now is how many plus the current price equals how much it'll cost you. Really, this is like the Pythagorean theorem. I could like reverse it, and I can flip it and reverse it. What is that? Isn't that like a Missy Elliott song? But anyway, let me try to like get close to it with our current formula, because I'm not trying to Pythagorean theorem tonight. Wait, I can Pythagorean theorem. So that would mean that I would divide this by that to get how much it would be, right? How many tokens that would be. Yeah, I would divide this by that, I think. No? Why can't I do math tonight? Y'all asking me to do math tonight. I think, let me see here. Let me just try. I think the formula is I'm dividing something by something else to get that. Let me just try it and see if that works. So D8 divided by D8 divided by E8. Would equal something. Okay, so right now it's tilt because you can't divide nothing by nothing really. But I think what we want to do is D8 would be 700 the cost. Okay, yeah. So it would be 100 divided by 0.0007. Okay, now the way we would know that that was true is we would plug this number in. We would plug this number in right here, and that should get us like $100. Let me just copy this so we don't mess that up. Okay, so we would know that this is true. So this should give us close to $100. Yep, so that's right. So that is right what we just did. So now we have a formula for if you put in this much amount of money. Let me move this over because it's going to confuse people. Because I'm getting confused. Not that it's confusing me. Let me move it. Let me speak for myself. Let me move this over because it's confusing me. So this is total bought current price equals total coins. Total tokens is what I said before. If we're using the same nomenclature. Okay, so total bought. So if you had $100 at this current price, that will give you that many tokens. Okay. And we know this is true because we put it in our equation and we got like total cost of like $99.99. So we checked it and it's right. 1 million SWFT at 33 cents will give me a return of 330K in profit, which is all I need. I'll just put the other million away until next bull run. Okay. No. 1 million SWFT at 33 cents. Okay, yes, that's right. That's exactly right. Yeah, 1 million at 33 cents will give me a return of 330K in profit. 330K in profit, which is all I need. I'll put the other million away until next bull run. Gotcha. What's up, Esco215? Salute to chat. I slept on Root. Hope it's not too late to jump in at this price. SHX at 0.0001 was a blessing. That's hard to repeat. 100%. 100%. Casper of Casper. Well, I showed you guys that Casper is like Draper was in on that. He was also in on Casper. So your people need that math. That's something they can do. Yep. Maybe. Thank you. No problem. No problem at all. Great news would be Swift getting ISO compliance. 100%. 100%. So yeah, I think we did this pretty cool. I think I can make this spreadsheet maybe available in the chat. I don't know. I'll try. I'll think about that. I'll think about making it available in the chat so people can just plug in their own numbers and do what they want to do with it. Yeah, I think I'll just make it. Let me just say, price calculator. Okay, so I think it's available now. You guys can just, if you're in the chat, that's announcements and content drops. God dang it. Let's put it here. You guys can just come over here and download it if you want. The chat is completely free as of right now. Again, this is just a little tool. It's not, use it for whatever you want to use it for. I'm not liable for anything that you use this for and it doesn't work out for you or you didn't calculate it right or whatever. This is just something I'm putting out there for anybody to use for any reason they see fit. I'm not liable for any assumptions or any things that you make as a result of this. It's just a helpful tool I use, and I'm making it available for people to do with what they want with it. But it's not something I'm backing or anything like that. Use it at your own risk. Okay. I hope I gave enough disclaimers there. Because someone will always say, like, I used this and I didn't do it, almost makes me just want to get rid of it, right? But please, use that at your own risk. What's up, Dumb Money? What's up, Pastor Lee Jackson? I find your voice, of course, but if you were starting a position today, would you personally choose Swift or LCX? That's a tough question. Like, I just showed you how it seems like they're hiding Swift on purpose. They also don't talk about LCX that much, right? Bro, my answer to this almost always is to just split it in half, right? Because I don't like having my eggs in one basket. Me personally, I do not like having my eggs in one basket. Because you never know if this one's going to move before the other one, or because if really the correct answer almost always to me, not financial advice, is the one that's going to move soonest. And I can't answer really which one's going to move soonest. Swiss American Crypto, LCX, MiCA laws, right? MiCA laws supposedly already went into effect, but they'll be like fully into effect in February. Who knows when Trump is going to sign the law for American cryptos? Maybe he signs it the first week in office. So maybe Swift moves before LCX, but who knows, right? But I always split it down the middle because I never want to be having my eggs in one basket, right? And then you can get into the argument of you don't want your eggs in too many baskets, right? Like pick 10 and just go with those 10 cryptocurrencies, right? Or 15 or however many you want, right? But if you're asking me to choose between two, I will always say both, halfway down the middle, because I don't want my eggs in one basket. Put it like that, right? And two, right? That's like sharing risk a little bit, right? Because when we look at these cryptocurrencies, that's why we got 5 different companies, even though Draper might be related or investing in more than one of them, right? That's why these companies, right? They're all sharing risk in investing in Aptos, right? Like all however many of these companies it is, right? They're not all putting their money, one person putting their money in the Aptos. This is, shared over 20 or 15 people or whatever, right? Same thing with our portfolios. The same thing is what ETFs do, right? They have their money into like 20 different things at a certain percentage, right? But, again, not financial advice, just what I personally think about my portfolio. Great live, Root. What's up, Omen Owens? Do you think Dragon can reach all-time high? Honestly, I think so. Those patents are very, very valuable. And at the time that it got to $5, I think it was like a little bit over $5. Crypto was just so new, right? And they were in the top 10 of cryptocurrencies. And they're sitting at a bargain right now, right? And they still hold all those patents. Gotta believe maybe Disney might be still in, because the amount of money it takes to kind of upkeep patents and stuff like that is a pretty big sum of money. Underdog Research Channel showed us that. So yeah, all-time high was $5.27. There's no reason to believe that they can't go beyond that, especially at that IP that they have for time and loyalty rewards gets used across, all these different companies for loyalty rewards and stuff like that. And you got to think if just Disney uses it, it's worth so much, right? But if Disney now enforces it on all these companies, they're using loyalty rewards and blockchain, the money they can make, right? Reggie Middleton has told us that as far as like the money, how valuable patents are, right? He was on somebody's channel I was watching recently, and he was like, basically Amazon is making so much money off of one patent, and it's like the instant buy patent where you click one button and you buy something, right? There's some other companies that have some stuff like similar to that where they patented it and people had to pay the money to use something like that. Dragon Chain has some very valuable IP that they have kind of patented with the time patent and the interoperability, blockchain interoperability patent. They have that. So, yeah, I really do think that Dragon Chain can have that. And again, once these laws and what is and is not a security, they have that whole SEC is a security thing kind of hanging over their head. But since, in comes Paul Atkins, who's crypto favorable, I think he can get this settled straight away. And then I think we see Dragon Coin pop. I think it's Paul Atkins, right? Securitize. Did I spell it right? Okay, I didn't. Okay, former on advisory board of Securitize, going to be the new SEC chairman. I think he wipes that all away for almost all of those cryptocurrencies, right? Maybe he keeps it for a few of them. I doubt it. I really doubt it. I think he just says, okay, well, we already solved the Ripple case and we know they're not securities. Done. So lift it on all 68 of the ones that you claimed were securities, Gary Gensler. Coming in now, XRP, Swift, and Dragon. But Clavaman, Swift, ISO compliant. Where can we read about that? No. Somebody was saying that they want to see that. They want to see that. Woo, we went for an hour and 30 something minutes. I didn't intend to do that, but I guess, hey, we're here. We'll put out some clips at some point to make this shorter for people that want to see that. Yeah. Hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their Saturday for those who are on the West Coast like I am. And I hope everybody has a beautiful Sunday. I'm getting out of here. See you guys later.